I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems. I solve them. I run through the money. The pressure be calling. Left on my blessings. I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something. That's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression. It's all that I wanted. The phone and affection. I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems. I solve them. I run through the money. The pressure be calling. Left on my blessings. I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something. That's why I ain't.
What it do, fam? You're listening to the Urban Sports Scene. I'm Wole, and it's Commanders Friday. I know I haven't done like a Commanders Friday in a minute, but welcome to our Washington Commanders versus the Philadelphia Eagles preview show. I guess it's a season finale. I guess it's a game, I guess, of importance. Not really. It's not really important. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't even cash out for real. But before we talk about this game, we got to knock out some logistics. You can check out our website, which is www.urbansportscene.com. Subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and other podcast platforms. Just search the Urban Sports Scene. Make sure you subscribe to the Urban Sports Scene YouTube channel as well. If you're in the YouTube chat, we accept super chats. Super chats help us support our show. Each super chat will be prioritized over all comments in the chat. Don't forget to tweet us at Urban Sports Scene. Hit us up on IG and TikTok at Urban Sports Scene, and like our Urban Sports Scene Facebook page. You can also join our Urban Sports Scene Facebook group, just as Urban Sports Scene, sports bloggers, sports podcasters, and sports debates. All right, let's get into our tradition. The pregame. Here's what we have on tap. Commanders writer for On Sports Illustrated, Joanne Coley, will join me to preview the Commanders season finale against the hated, what I guess Jalen Hurts-less Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, if that's a thing, because now he's not playing. And all that, and I want to say this, all that fighting and nobody playing is kind of weak to me. I ain't gonna hold y'all. It's kind of weak to me. But anyway, I took myself out. We got Joanne live in the building. What is good, Joanne?
Hey, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. No, I didn't even say Happy New Year to y'all, too. I apologize. That was nasty work by me.
I got your back. I
appreciate you, Joanne. I appreciate you. Happy New Year to y'all, man. You know what? Yeah, Happy New Year to all of y'all, man. What is good? Yeah, what's going on, Paul, man? What's up, man? Commanders Friday for this weak-ass game. All right, so.
Listen. It's our last game.
It's the last game, man. I'm glad this season's over. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm glad this game is happening.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm feel the same way. I'm glad. We need to regroup. This wasn't our year. This was not our year.
Appreciate you, Paul. Happy New Year to you, Paul. Appreciate you. All right, so, Joanne, right into it. Like I mentioned, it's the Commander season finale. Eagles up next. I mentioned Jalen Hurts is not playing. Probably AJ Brown ain't gonna play either. Probably most of their important starters. Maybe get a lot of Jahan Dotson in this game, I guess. But what can we learn from this team when they're playing against the Eagles reserves? What can we learn from them?
So I think it's more so about what we will learn from it versus them.
Okay.
Because again, they're like you said, they're sitting out Jalen, they're sitting out AJ. Like there's nothing we can learn about. There's nothing we can learn more than it's a test for us.
Yeah,
it's a test for our depth, our preparation for next year. What will our flexibility look like? Like, are we just? Is this a team that's really looking to build next year, or are we just coasting just for the end of the game, before the end of the season? So I really, again, think it's just more so what. This is a test for us versus what we're going to do against them, because let's be honest, we probably won't win.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
We probably won't win.
Yeah.
We're not going to win.
Most likely we're not going to win.
Listen, I'm a realist.
Hey, Joanne, sometimes I think folks be trying to be gassing themselves. I'll be like, y'all gotta be real, man.
I'm a realist. Yeah, because again, if you look at our team, everybody's out. Like, we're playing literally our reserves. We're getting people from the practice, signing them from practice squad to the team. So again, I feel like this game is less about us facing the Philadelphia Eagles and more about us and what we're going to look like next year, what we plan to do to correct all of our mistakes from this year heading into the 2026 season.
My man Paul got a question for you, Joanne. Paul asked, Joanne, would you clean house?
Oh, would I clean house?
I think when he says this, I'm thinking the coaching staff. He's thinking about
that's what I was going to ask. Are you talking about staff, like staff? Coaching staff. I mean, honestly, looking at it, who do we really have to clean house with other than Joe Witt, which we already know he's out. Why would we get rid of Cliff? Cliff has not, he hasn't been bad on offense. Again, we just don't have players. We don't have Jaden, or we didn't have Jaden for a lot of this season. As we've seen, Ertz is out, but when he was in, he was one of our go-tos. And then once McLaurin and Debo got in, so Cliff, I don't think is no question there. Defense is where we really slacked.
Yeah.
And mid-season he demoted Joe Witt. So I think if anything, defense, we just need a new defensive coordinator. I don't think special teams is bad either. So so I think it's just our defense that needs to get better for next season.
What's going Santiago? What's good, my guy? Paul said if we get cooked by Jahan, they gotta go. Hey man, look, man, Jahan, they got a backup quarterback plan. It's crazy. This question comes up a lot with Paul always brings this question. A few other individuals in the chat always bring this question about they're over the whole coaching staff, right? I know where he was going with it. I'm on the side of being real and being real, knowing that Dan Quinn ain't going to lose his job, so I don't really hold him in that.
I don't think he's going to lose his job either.
But Cliff is very interesting to me because I get to a point with Cliff, last game. I had an appreciation for Cliff. I've had an appreciation for Cliff earlier, but then recently he's been kind of annoying me. But last game with Josh Johnson as a quarterback, I was like, I can't be mad at you, bro. You almost beat the Cowboys with Josh Johnson, bro. I think that low of Josh Johnson. I'm not going to lie to you. He made Josh Johnson kind of look okay. He had that, and I had that idea about last year when they signed Marcus Mariota. I was like, why didn't Marcus Mariota as a backup? He is not even. He hasn't he hasn't looked like a quarterback since college to me. And
I get it.
And then he made Marcus Mariota look decent. So to your point, I have a love-hate relationship with Cliff right at the moment because I do feel like with Jaden, I feel like Cliff can get some good out of Jaden, right? But I also believe that if Jaden wants to reach the potential that he needs to get to, he may need another dude calling offense for him to reach that level. I think he's solid. It's almost like I compare it to Lamar Jackson, honestly. Like Lamar Jackson in Baltimore when he had Greg Roman, and he was putting up numbers, decent numbers, and it was good. But then he became a better passer with Todd Monken, who's the coordinator right now. Yeah. So it's you're gonna he can still be effective with Cliff, but if he can get to the next level with Cliff, that's my new question for Cliff. Just like anything in life, people get you to this level, and they did a good job getting you to this level. But now, to get to the level that you think you should be on, you may need some extra help to get you there.
Which is true, and I understand what you're saying, and I do believe that as well. But I feel like that would have took this year. I feel like we should have had Jaden should have 2 full years. That's what they were hoping for this year.
That's a good point.
But because he got hurt, it's we don't know what him and Cliff were going to do together. So that's why I think as we head into next year, I think Cliff might stay 1 more year again, just to have that 2 full years with Jaden, hoping that he stays healthy next season, and then I think he will leave. And to your point, they will bring in somebody new to kind of take him to the next level. I think my only issue with Cliff is
go for it.
I think my only issue with Cliff is if we look at it during the red zone, he would always want to try to get creative. And I'm like, this is not a time to get creative. Just give us the point. And I think that was his only honestly true problem this year. Is you're being creative at the wrong time. You should have tested this out a long time ago. We need to get on the board. And I think that's where we came up short a lot of times in the games.
Joanne, that's it. That's my problem. I think he played too much. He played too much, man.
Yeah.
He played too much. I think Cliff be reading his own press clippings. I think it's more it's I'm gonna show you how creative I am. I'm gonna show you how creative rather than doing what it takes to score touchdowns at that particular point in time. I want to show you that I can design this, that, and the other to a point where I'm not sure Cliff is all in. What I mean by that and all in, I'm not sure Cliff is he. I feel like he's worried more about auditioning for the next head coach job rather than worrying about winning the football game. Because that's why I look at Cliff. Because Cliff wants. He said it last year. I've always said it. Cliff wants to be a head coach again. This is temporary. Being an offensive coordinator is temporary for him. He does not want like he did. Like some people wanted the guy put him in a box and say like maybe he's just happy being the offensive coordinator. He's not just happy being an offensive coordinator. He wants to be a head coach again. So I just feel like at times, the plays that you're referring to, it's more auditioning for a new team or what NFL or college team or whatever. I don't know where he's looking at, but his mindset is like, I'm going to show you what I'm capable of to impress you, so you want to hire me.
Yeah, because I think he's playing off what he did last year. Because I remember one play in specific, they called it like the Taylor Swift, and they were so happy about that play. I forgot who they played. I think they might have played the Eagles when they ran that or when they did that. And so again, I think he does have that mindset of last year. Like I did all these creative plays, like you said. Let me show y'all what else I got. But Cliff, you're doing it at the wrong time. We need the points. Like this is not a time to be creative. So I feel like that's the only other issue that I have with Cliff. And honestly, going back to if they should clean house, the other position I thought about is this game, especially against the Eagles defense, this will really show us what our offensive line really is made of. Yeah. And if what's his name? If the offensive line coach can't get it right, I think he should go too. Because we've had too many problems with our line since last year. And it seems like we still can't get it right.
Yeah, I will say this, like when they got healthy, I feel like it's crazy because I feel like for the running the football, they've been really strong of late running the football. So when healthy, like Cosby's not going to play, Tunsil's not going to play. So Coleman is questionable, right? Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But I don't know. This is the thing, Joanne. I'm not even sure if the Eagles are going to play like Carter and George, and you know what I mean?
But see, I feel like that's where like Commanders and the Eagles differ. I feel like even with the Eagles, even if they bring in a secondary, it's still good. They're still good.
Yes, compared to
them compared to us. So it's just their defense is still going to be elite whether Carter's playing or not. Like, so so they're going to be good regardless. I think that's what they do a good job of doing. It sometimes feels like the Commanders, it's like they don't prepare the second, like it doesn't seem like they prepare their secondary or the backup sometimes. It just feels like they just throw them in there, and it's like, well, didn't you think somebody's going to get hurt eventually? Yeah. Like we shouldn't. I feel like as a team, just looking at again like the Eagles or whatever or any other top tier team, it doesn't matter who we throw in; they're prepared for whatever. I don't feel like we're ever prepared.
So it's going to go to my question here. Like, so preparation, you're right. Getting the other guys prepared and getting them used to this, especially this point in the season where you're playing a lot of, like, real talk. You weren't going to make the playoffs. You're playing a lot of meaningless games in the grand scheme of things. It's good, meaningless in terms of wins and losses. I mean, that's what I mean by meaningless. But important because it's player development time. Like, this is true, an opportunity to groom young talent. So, in this last game of the season, but so far, Dan Quinn has not, to me, done it in this. He hasn't done it in these, which I thought he should have done the last 4 games, to be honest with you. But the last game of the season, like, do you think he's going to start people like Bobby Wagner, individuals like that, when like over a guy like Jordan McGee, who you do? Because just like to your point, Joanne, we got to start seeing what these dudes can do so they can be prepared for next year. If you're not going to do it this year, fine. You chose not to, right? You chose to have these guys, these vets play and whatnot. But now, at this point in time, when you got to see what you have going into the offseason, going into free agency, going to the NFL draft, you got to see what some of these guys like a Jordan McGee can do. We already saw with Jerzon Newton when he got the opportunity when Payne went down last week. He got 3 sacks. Yeah. Is this the game that we're finally going to see the young dudes get the bulk of the snaps and getting the opportunity to play a position that maybe they may get the opportunity to play next season?
Yeah, so I feel like players like Bobby Wagner, he's either not going to play, he's going to play limited snaps. But I'm leaning more so he's not playing. Okay. Because when you look at veterans like Bobby, his leadership is already established. We already know who he is. His resume speaks for itself. Agreed. So the risk outweighs that reward. And with our luck this season, it hasn't been all that great. Mm-hmm. So why even risk him in a game where we're not going to the playoffs anyway? Yeah. So again, like you said, this is a perfect opportunity to let the younger players play, like the younger linebackers. Like, let's see how they communicate. Let's see how they lead. Like, show us, like, if we give you a real responsibility, can you step up?
Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying. Like, for me, I want to see, And the reason why, and everybody knows this, and we have folks who kind of, I mean, and I like Bobby Wagner too. So it's not it's not, oh, I'm anti Bobby Wagner, but I am to a point where, like, because you raised a great point. You said, why are these, when you play these backups, why are they not prepared? Well, this is a situation where you can give them the opportunity to get prepared so they won't be green going into next year. If you didn't want to prepare them, you know, in support parts of the season or even towards the last 4 or 5 games where the season was already over for you, then now it's a good time to do it. So they can get more reps. Like Jason Newton is a prime example. Like he barely got that amount of time like that. And you saw what happened. He got 3 sacks. Sometimes, just like anything, you need reps. You need to be out there.
Because we've said that before where, you know, practice is different. Like I can practice all day long, but until I get on that field and until I get those reps, it's something totally different.
Yes.
And so I agree with you. Like this, again, veterans have nothing to prove in week 18.
Yes.
Absolutely nothing to prove. But everybody who wants to be a future commander, they do.
Yeah. I just want to see. Jordan McGee's a guy I want to see. I don't even want Jordan over Luvu. Paul, I don't even want that. I want Jordan in the middle linebacker, playing Bobby's position, because that's the position he played in college. I want him to play that position, and I want to see if he's ready. Look, at the end of the day, like Joanne said, Bobby's a vet. You know what he brings to the table. You know what Bobby's leadership is. He's up there in tackles. He's had a great year in terms of tackling. A great year in terms of playing against the run. Bobby has done his job against the run and tackling and racking tackles. But we got to see what this kid can do. This kid can possibly be your starting middle linebacker next year for years to come if you give him the opportunity. So we don't obviously. I mean, and this staff has talked highly of him. Coach Quinn in pressers has brought up Jordan McGee's name all the time, like recently, saying that he's a guy that he wants to. He's played well. He's taken advantage of the opportunities, and he's a guy that has excited him in terms of when he's on the field. So to me, like, why you got to showcase that?
Like, I agree. So I feel like there's just no need for DQ to play any starters at this point.
I'm with you.
And if he does, he's just gonna get all that backlash like he did when he didn't take Jaden out, and then he got hurt. So it's like I don't think he want that on his hands again. So it's like I think going forward, he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna risk nothing. So let's see what the young guys got.
My man Santiago said they're going to let Bobby hit 2,000 tackles. I mean, I guess it's a good stat. I mean, he's gonna get regard. He's gonna get it eventually. I don't know if he needs to, like, it has to happen this season. But go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Joanne.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think the risk outweighs the reward. Like, all right, you get to 2,000 tackles, and then now you're out next season because you hurt yourself somehow. Yeah. And it's like, and I don't think he's retiring or anything. So I think he got like another year in him. So again, there's no reason for him or any other starters to play, honestly, tomorrow.
I ain't gonna lie.
No, sorry, Sunday.
You think Bobby gonna be back next year for Washington?
I think he got one more year in him, and then that's it.
See, this is why I want Jordan McGee to play, because I don't want to rely on Bobby Wagner.
That's a good point.
I think it's get to a point where, like, Bobby's done his job in terms of being like that vet to help build an environment, right? He's done his job. But when does it get to a point where you're like, okay, it's time to groom the next man? You know what I mean? Like, when does it get to that point? Like, you've been around football for a while, Joanne, so you know, like, there is a time where, all right, you're great. Unless you like Tom Brady, you're like, you know, you're just too great. We're just gonna let you play forever. But like, there gets to a time where it's like, okay, this shall pass. You're good, but we need to start grooming the next person to replace you. You know what I mean?
Because what is Bobby? He's like, what, 34, 35?
I think he's 34, and you 34, and no knock. I'm looking it up right now. I'm gonna say 34. But no knock on Bobby. He ain't old. Cause like I hate calling players old because when I'm older. Yeah. I hate that crap. That's like that. That's annoying to me. So I hate doing that. Like, oh, somebody old and I'm older, but I'm older than you. So I'm not gonna call you old. But Bobby's 35. Yeah, he's 35.
Okay, 35. Yeah. So I feel like he got one more year in him, and I feel like he should take that year to, like you said, groom the next one coming up. Yeah. Because the year after, I think he's gonna be out of there. I think he's proven everything that he wants to prove, whether he gets the record or not.
Yeah, I don't think Bobby needs to. I ain't gonna lie, Bobby. Santiago says, Bobby, yep. Yeah, he said, "Yep, Bobby will be back." I think. I mean, the way Dan Quinn talks about him, I ain't denying that. Dan Quinn loves Bobby Wagner. I could tell
He
like
does.
Bobby will be back. I'm with you, Paul. Though I'm like I don't want him back, and it sounds bad from Bob me saying I don't want him back. I mean that because if you did your job in the draft and the way you talk about one player, like Jordan McGee, you talk about him in a positive light. I don't need a vet holding him back with like to see what he could be, right? What he could be. Like he could be really, really good. And he's younger and he's faster at this point in time. So I can put that out there on the field now. You know what I mean? And let that go. And no, it's not saying that Bobby ain't a great player, but I can have this out there. And now I'm starting off the learning process. Now he's getting those reps for next season. Now I can assess and say, is he ready or not? I think that's my point. Like for a lot of people who like have like for Bobby, right? My point for Bobby is more for the Jordan Bobby argument is that you got to see it and see if it's good enough or not. If it's good enough, then you could say, yeah, we're gonna have him replace Bobby. If it's not, then you have it complete control to say, yeah, we want Bobby to be out there. That's fine. He's not ready yet. He's not ready yet. But if you don't put him in a position to see if he's ready or not, how do you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Because that's what they did to McGee. I mean, not McGee. Newton. It was like, all right, Newton. Jonathan Allen's gone. Got paid. What did they do? They signed Kinlaw. I love the local coach. I love local folks. He's local. I love local people. But I'm just saying, you drafted Jazon, but now Jazon got to fight for reps. It's year 2 for him now, and everybody's calling him a bust. Is he really a bust, or he's not getting reps? So
not getting reps. Yeah.
So now when he gets the opportunity to get like reps, he has a game when you get 3 sacks. Now everybody's like, oh, we finally get to see him. Nah, it's more that he get the opportunity to now show you what he can do. I'm not saying he's going to be a guy who get 3 sacks, 2 sacks every time, but I bet you'd be further along if he got those reps early.
You know what
I mean, rather than being a rotational guy, because he was drafted. When you're drafted in the 2nd round, you're not drafted to be a rotational dude.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I mean? Paul got a question for you. Say, Joanne, did you see Bobby play on coverage?
Man, listen, Bobby, but I see why like DQ likes Bobby because it is like look at what he does.
He's a leader.
It made me think. It makes me think about what you were saying earlier. Since we're talking about like if like the next person coming in. So do you think that's a position in the offseason they should focus on?
Linebacker?
Like even the draft? Yeah.
Yeah. Linebacker. So the positions I would focus, I was watching it would be one. I mean, you got some dogs out there on defense right now. It's in the NFL draft. But if I was in the draft, it would be edge rusher, linebacker. I think linebacker, depending on who's out there in the 1st round, if it's not somebody special, you can get a good linebacker in the 2nd round. But it would be somebody I prioritize. But again, it has to go back to my mindset would be I got to see Jordan play first, and I got to see if it fits what I'm thinking. If it fits what I'm thinking, then I can assess. Because so everybody, I mean, they really like Jordan McGee out of the draft. They like Jordan McGee out of the draft a lot. They liked even recently. They've talked about him in such a high level when they started giving him more reps. But he's getting reps in the wrong. He's getting reps playing outside of his natural position. His natural position is middle linebacker, but he's getting reps as linebacker. But they only play 2 linebackers for real, and that's Frankie and Bobby. The third one is when they take the safety out, is when they play Jordan. But they don't do that all the time. So Jordan's not he's not out there. He's getting reps. Don't get me wrong. He is getting reps, but he's not getting like thorough reps like Bobby and Luru. You know what I'm saying? So he needs to be out there more. He needs to see defenses, offenses. He needs to know what coverages look like. Because if he's watching from the behind the scenes, he ain't gonna learn the best, man. You gotta know, okay, you gotta get tendencies. You gotta know you're in the NFC, he's in the NFC East. I gotta know Jalen Hurts tendencies. I gotta see it though often. I gotta feel it. I gotta know Dak. I gotta be comfortable with Dak does, or the how this offensive line moves, how I can find my hole to make tackles. He gotta be out there to feel the fire. So if you can't tell, then yeah, You can go draft one of these other dudes.
But then that brings me back to another point. So then if Jalen isn't playing, what's the point of putting him just to get reps when he's not always going to be just to get his reps?
You're right though. No. That's a good point. That's why I'm mad that like it takes so long. This game is it's the scrimmage game. That's what it is. It's a scrimmage.
It does feel like a scrimmage game.
That's why I'm mad that this should have happened earlier. You're right. You're valid points. That's why I'm like, yeah. If Jalen was playing, if Saquon playing, you can learn a little bit more. But now they're not playing. You ain't gonna learn the most. You ain't gonna learn the best out of it. But to your point earlier, but even that though, right? Their backups are still probably better than Washington starters, so they can learn something. But you're not learning against the best. You want to be learning. You want to learn against the best. Like him playing that position against Dak Prescott would have been good for him. You got to play them. Play them in situations where you can learn the most out of those particular players. By playing, what are you going to learn from Bobby? What are you going to learn from playing Bobby? You know what Bobby does. You know how great Bobby. You know this, but Bobby has done this for years. What are you going to learn? You're not learning anything new about Bobby Wagner. You want to learn about the young players. You want to learn more about Mikey Sainristil. You want to learn more about Jordan McGee. You want to learn more about Ben Sinnott. You want to learn more about Jazon Newton. You want to learn more about these dudes. You ain't learning nothing about these vets.
Yeah.
What you learn? You know what they do. Like you already know. Like that's what I'm like. What are we doing here? Like these games should have been used as learning lessons going into the draft. So now you know, like, all right, I got a good sample size. Just like when people assess quarterbacks, it's the same way. Like you don't just say when the season's over, you don't just when the season's about over. That's when they go from we want to play the vet quarterback so the quarterback can learn. It goes from that to playing the rookie quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, all right, we're gonna lose. We might as well lose with a rookie, so at least he learns.
Yeah, which a good point.
Yeah, they did it. I'm surprised Washington didn't take that thought process. That's what annoys me about this whole the last 5 when they got eliminated out of the playoffs officially. I would have been like, all right, let's learn what we can learn from everybody.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what their thought process was this year.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, don't get wrong. I like Bobby. I like Bobby. I like a lot of these players. I like Bobby. I'm kind of over Frankie Lou. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, that was my guy.
I like Frankie.
Nah, man. Frankie been messing up, man. Frankie been messing up. He took away Von Miller's sack, but I don't even know what he was doing. Frankie, I ain't gonna lie. Frankie is like, he be spacing out, man. He be spacing out.
I can get that. I can get that. But I still but I can get why. He does look like he's spaced out sometimes.
Frankie, he can't get right, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. He on life, he can't get right. He tends to do I'd be like, come on, man. Frankie, come on. I was like, come on, Frankie. Like, get it together. I'm almost like, man, I'm like, give it to Frankie now. I'm like, Frankie's like on my level. He on my bad side now. Because you know why?
So he Joe Witt level? Or?
Nah, no one's Joe Witt level.
Okay.
Nah, no one's Joe.
That's how I got to gauge. That's how I got to gauge it with you. Like, Joe Witt level?
No one's Joe Witt level. Joe Witt is in his own place. Frankie used to be a dude that I liked a lot. See, the thing with Frankie is, I've learned this. Last season, Frankie did the same stuff, but the thing was he was making plays and it was cool. I was cool with it. You'll take when somebody making plays, you cool with how they act. You cool with late hits, you cool whatever. Like Frankie was making plays, so it was like, all right, Frankie being Frankie. But when you suck now and you start to play and he's not playing good football himself, and you compound that with like mental errors. I'm cool with physical errors. Physical errors are okay. Like I don't get mad if you got beat by a wide receiver, or he's a linebacker. He's supposed to be beat by a wide receiver or beat by a running back. That doesn't bother me, to be honest with you. It's like not knowing how valuable a possession is, and not knowing like time and action. You know what I mean? And that's my thing with Frankie. Like Frankie's like, now he ain't Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks is just, he does that on purpose.
Yeah.
Dylan Brooks does it on purpose. It's like calculated. That's like, he's like a troll. He's different.
Do you think he just like checked out for the season?
Frankie? No. I think Frankie just mentally is just like, wow. And I'm not saying this in like in a mean way, but like Samoans are wired differently. I'm trying to say this they wired differently. And Frankie just like he's just like a recluse, man. It's like it's like see ball, get ball. He's just like that type person. It's like he just
because it makes me. I don't know if you ever saw this movie, The Replacements.
That's who he is. That's who Frankie.
Yes. I forgot the guy.
Yeah, the cop. Yes. That's Frankie.
Yes, he does.
I got the ball.
Yes.
That's Frankie. That's Frankie. That is Frankie Lulu.
He does kind of remind me of that character.
You, Frankie is that dude. Like he is.
And it's crazy that they were the wash. They were supposed to be like.
Yeah, that's Frankie. Frankie is him. I got on onside kicker. I got the ball. That's Frankie. That is Frankie. That's why I'm like I'm at a point with Frankie. I'm like, bro, I can't. Hey, Paul, I ain't lying, bro. I ain't lying, Brody. That's who and it's funny you said that. I was thinking about that movie right now as I was saying it. Yeah, that's Frankie.
Replacements.
Yeah, that is Frankie. Frankie has I just need him to focus, man. I need Frankie to focus. If Frankie focused, and I looked, it's crazy because I went back and looked at Frankie's stats because I wanted to see was last year consistent or was last year just a special season for him, right? And compared to this year, was this year the norm? And his stats aren't far from this year. Like his career stats, if you look from year to year, they're closer to this. He has had 1 year similar to last year, 1 year, but the majority of his stats are similar to this year. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out did Frankie just have a special year, or can Frankie replicate that season? Is it possible?
Yeah.
To be consistent though, not 1 year, whatever. Can he be a playmaker consistently? And I'm not sure anymore because I'm now because teams are picking on him now. Offenses are picking on him. They know exactly who he is.
Yeah.
All right. Here goes. Paul got a question for you, Joanne. It says, Joanne, is discipline an issue with this team?
I definitely think so.
Yeah.
I definitely think discipline is because that makes me think about about this game too, as we were talking about what this will show us. I feel like it'll show us, are we disciplined? It will show us what is our game, what does our weekly preparation look like?
I'm telling you.
Because I feel like we've seen a stark difference from last year. I felt like last year we were very disciplined.
Yes, very.
I feel like last year we were very disciplined. I don't know if it's the injuries or I don't know. I don't know how our mindset shift. But as I'm talking to you now, I think our mind shifted a lot, or their mindset shifted a lot when Jaden continuously went down.
Yeah.
And so I think that's so we'll see if we're disciplined when it comes to this game. But last year we were very disciplined. I don't know what happened. I'm assuming it's because of Jaden hasn't been under center. And I told you, and we've talked about before, how Jaden just brings a different type of energy to the team.
Oh, facts.
So that's where, I think that's, we'll see. It's I don't even know what else to say about them no more sometimes.
I'm telling you.
We're trying.
They're trying, but it's to Paul's point about being disciplined though. I don't think they're disciplined anymore. I thought, to your point, Joanne, I do think they were disciplined last year, but this year they're not disciplined. It's more guys get to do whatever they want. I'll give you this is the thing, and you know this because you had a relative who played with this dude, Bill Belichick. And so when Frankie, I'm gonna go back to Frankie. When when Von Miller had the sack and Frankie did the dumb late hit because that was third down, and Von Miller had a good play, and then he in the late hit, so he basically stopped the sack and gave him an automatic first down. Bill Belichick would have benched that dude.
Yeah,
he probably would have been nah, you're not messing this up. We're not doing this.
Yeah, but that's how you can tell. Again, we're not disciplined this year. If you look at how many penalties we have, especially pre-snap penalties, compared to what we had last year, again, you can just tell we're we're not we need it. It's a lot of stuff we got to work on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where I'm to the discipline. It's when you see other coaches and we watch them and even being a Redskin Commanders fan, Joe Gibbs, as nice as he is, he would not tolerate that. You know what I mean? That's where
Deion wouldn't tolerate it from his own son either.
Deion wouldn't tolerate from his own son. Yes, Deion wouldn't tolerate it. Real talk. So if you're gonna make, that's where it comes to discipline. Like, how do you keep your players accountable so they know not to do stuff like that again? You know what I mean? That's like as funny as we all thought the Frankie hurling over about the
last year for the push.
Yeah, but really that's like wild stuff though. You think about it, like, come on, bro. Like, if you're a coach, you're thinking like a disciplined coach typically be like, okay. Like, okay. I know what you're trying to do, but okay. So it's like what you allow. Like, what do you allow? How do you kind of take some of those, show your, I get trying to being a player's coach, but it's a lot that's involved with that. When you're being a player's coach, it's cool, but you still got to show discipline. Like, you can't have people out there hindering your team, and not by physical play, but mental errors, like real mental errors that you can try to correct. And there's ways, if they're not doing it on their own, then personally, you got to find a way to do it to make them say, "You know what, this is really important. Focus." And if you don't do, and if they, and they consistently not able to focus, then just a coach, you just got to sit them down and say, "Okay, this is what it is."
But like you said, I think it goes back to just kind of like the mindset of the coaches. I don't think, like you said, they want to be a player's coach, but I think at the same time, it's like they're also just thinking of, I'll discipline them later. We got to try to get a win.
Yeah.
Or we have to try to score. So let me just keep them in, because if I take them out, we don't have nobody. And if I replace them, like, we're probably going to get, like, I don't know what's going to happen. So you know what? I'll just look past that and I'll just keep him in.
Yeah, I agree. That's my issue with this team, says Paul says, and people want to run this back with this staff, shaking my head. Okay. Hey, Paul, I'm gonna be real with you. It's not that people want to run it back with the same exact staff. It's just that it's going to happen. That's what I'm telling you. Like, I'm gonna be real. I don't really have a care in the world about who comes back, to be real with you. I won't even lie to you. I don't care who comes back. But I am a realist to know that I know Dan's coming back. So everybody who keeps talking about Dan, he's coming back. And I believe Cliff is coming back, but I'm hoping that Cliff gets a head coaching job so he doesn't come back. That's where I'm at with Cliff. I'm hoping Cliff gets an offer and like Cliff's like,
I'm telling you, I have a strong feeling he's going to at least stay one more year. I think at least one more, and then he's gone.
Yeah, I think to Santiago's point, yes, the owner thinks injuries and AP too. Yeah, they think injuries did play a part. I mean, we also, to Joanne's point, we would all be foolish not to say that injuries didn't play a part, because Jaden, I agree with Joanne. When Jaden's out there, the vibe is different for the team, regardless of how he's playing or he's playing great. They just believe when Jaden's out there, so they play better. It's like it's that leader. He just has that. He just has that infectious personality that kind of helps individuals get along through the season.
Yeah, but it just also gives them like hope and belief. It's like, if I believe in my quarterback, if I believe in Jaden, all right. Sorry, if I believe in Jaden, all right, I'll give my 100% best.
Yes.
But sometimes it's like, if you already kind of iffy about Mariota or iffy about the sub that comes in, Josh, like, if you already iffy, it's like, you know what? We probably gonna lose. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So what's the point of me giving them all? I mean, sometimes they may think like that.
No, they do. No, I'm sure.
It's the same as when you in class. You try to work hard for your regular teacher. Yeah. Once that sub come in, you're slacking. It doesn't it doesn't matter. Like, all right, well, I'll wait till the teacher come back.
This is true. That's on me. That was so me.
So it's like, I feel like it's kind of like the same way.
It was like, that was definitely me. I was the worst to a sub teacher. I mean, I've been pretty bad to sub teachers. All right, so let's go to like Dan Quinn. So we on Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn, this team, who they're playing, the Eagles. They're playing the Eagles. They got their reserves. Washington's gonna have the reserves. If this team gives like belt to ass, if the Eagles go belt to ass to Washington, like, what does that say about Dan Quinn? And what he and the program he's building up? What does that say about him?
Yeah, if we lose to Philly's backup, I don't think it's a panic moment, but I think it raises a lot of red flags. Again, I think it raises a lot of red flags for him as a coach with his attention to detail. I think it raises red flags of, again, I think I brought up earlier, the game week preparation. And I think it brings up a red flag of whether this is a team that can take advantage of opportunities. For Dan Quinn, I don't think it erased the progress he made from, coming in as head coach, trying to turn the culture and identity around. But it would suggest that he's still struggling with consistency and urgency. And two things that if you want to go to the playoff that you can't lack.
I agree with that. Paul has a question. He says, Wole and Joanne, who has the better year next year, Browns or Commanders? Dang, that's tough. Why are you doing that?
That is tough. That is tough.
Why are you doing that?
Because what the Browns have been doing, especially with Shador and Judy, and they got Garrett.
Yeah.
But see, I feel like,
man, that's tough.
That is tough because I went to school in Ohio. My boyfriend's from Cleveland. I got kind of ties with Cleveland. So they hold a special place in my heart. They really do. But somehow the Browns do what the Browns going to do, and somehow they find their way to lose with all the right pieces. Now, the Commanders. Okay, I gotta probably break it down like this. We have an older team. That's what I think our issue is too.
Yes, of course. I totally agree.
I don't think the Browns do. So I think as far as better, that's still kind of tough. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know about that one. We have an older team.
We do.
I feel like if we kind of get younger players in there and the good players we do have stay healthy, I think we have a better chance than the Browns.
Yeah, I think the Browns are in a tougher, not tougher. I mean, maybe that's wrong.
Okay, because look at their division.
Yeah, I mean they are kind of tough. They got the Bengals, they got the Ravens and the Steelers.
And Aaron Rodgers, I mean, he should be gone next year. So.
Yeah, he should be gone. But yeah, so maybe it should be us. Because we just got the cap. We had the Giants are still in the division. So
not like they just beat the Steelers. So it's not like they can't beat.
Yeah. But to your point though, by like division, like when you hear, because Joe Burrow will be back healthy, you got Lamar, and then you got the Steelers who relatively are, I mean, they're always around. Like regardless, they're always around. Yeah. I mean, we got the Giants. We got the Giants to always whip up on. They don't really have that many teams to just whip up on. We can always beat the Giants though. We always got the Giants. Like if anything, we always got the Giants.
Which yeah, we do. Thinking about it, we do. We can't get one win. We know we're beating them.
We got the Giants. The last 2 years,
we're beating them.
We got the Giants. We may not got anybody else, but we got the Giants.
But I think the issue with the Browns too. I think it's their front office and the coaching staff. That's what they're, and I think that's what's been their issue for a very, very long time. They make poor decisions over there. Like I know we do over here, but they really need a very good coaching staff. I think the pieces are there, but their front office and their coaching staff really that really needs to be evaluated.
Yeah. Yeah, because the Shador thing was petty.
Very petty.
That was petty. Like, that was just petty. The Browns, I think I'll say this much. I think, Paul, that's a really good question. I'll say this much. I think Washington has a better culture. Therefore, I'm gonna pick Washington. That's why, because with the Browns was playing so many games, like mind games, like to kind of hurt this season for them. I don't even know. Like, if we talk about front office, their front office makes them hard for them to win football games. I don't think it's now. I think to Joanne's point, I'm gonna be real. Talent for talent, like the Rams defense is like that. Talent wise, it's like that. And then talent for talent on offense. I mean, Shador's been solid. I don't know he's gonna be their quarterback. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think there's a chance. I don't think he will be their quarterback. But I like Shador. And anybody who knows me, I've followed Shador because I do HBCU stuff. So I followed Shador in Jackson State, and I've liked him in Jackson State. And obviously, we all saw him in Colorado. I like Shador. I think Shador can be a really good NFL quarterback. I mean, he could be a good NFL quarterback. But I don't know if they really believe in him. So I can't give you that answer. But I do know they have talent. outside of that, the tight end they got FanNation is good. They got a good receiver in Judy. They got the running back from Ohio State. Oh my God, it's leaving my mind.
I can't think of his name.
They got to keep him Ohio State. They got players. They got talent. They do got talent. So
they just need the right person to know what to do with that talent. So I really do think they just need better coaches.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's what it is. And once their head coach gets fired, I think they'll be in a better situation. But yeah, the Browns are, if I had to say talent-wise, I think the Browns are better. They're more talented than Washington. I could say that. I think the Browns are more talented than Washington. But I also, on the flip side, in terms of we always talking about cultivating an environment. Junkins, thank you, Paul. Junkins. The running back is for the Browns is Junkins. But I'll say this much, in terms of cultivating an environment, a winning environment, a conducive environment to getting the best out or trying to get the best out of their players, compared to the two, I would go with Washington over the Browns. Because I mean, the Shador thing already let you know already that if you're looking for a real unbiased opinion, the Shador thing should be like game, set, match for you. The way they treated that situation. Like, so to me, yeah, there you go. That's a good question, Paul. I appreciate that question.
That really was a good question.
That's a really good question. All right, so for you, what interests you the most about this game then? Because I'm really trying to find a reason about this game.
I mean, it's pretty much been the whole theme of what we've been talking about on it. Like, how serious are they going to take this moment? What young players will we see get in the game that we can probably take into the offseason? Because even if you look at the offensive line going in, I think Tunsil is doubtful. I think Coleman's
out. Tunsil's out.
Tunsil's out.
Coleman's questionable.
I think Coleman's questionable. So, the whole line is already going to shift. So if Coleman does play, he'll be a left tackle. Then you got Algoretti at center. Then you got Wiley right guard. Then you got Chris Ball left guard. So I feel like we're about to see again what they can do. Like who can we take to the new season? And Algoretti, his contract I think is up next season or this year. Yeah. So it's like we'll just see like, okay, who's about to be a part of the 2026 roster? Do we look organized, or do we look like we want to get better for next year? Or are we just coasting, or are we just sloppy and we just checked out? So I feel like those are really the only interest for this game. Another thing too is also just watching like for the energy. Yeah. Like, looking at our team culture, like, are we going to play hard when it's times like this, or are we going to play hard when it's times like this, or are we going to stay locked in, or are we just going through the motions just to end the season? So it's like what type of energy you have, I feel like will be the energy you're going to take going into the off season.
That's a good one. That's a good point. So I'm going to try to be like as real as possible. Anybody who knows me, I mean, they know, like I've said this enough. I don't really care about most of this part of the season. Like these last 3 games have been the most unentertaining games in life. Like I don't even care about anything. Like the Cowboys game almost got me because I hate the Cowboys a lot. The Eagles game was like beginning of it almost kind of got me. The Eagles almost got me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm being real. Almost got me, but then it was like, all right, they are who they are. But like this game I have no care in the world. If it wasn't like, truth be told, I don't know. Like if it wasn't for fantasy football, the other 2 games I probably wouldn't watch a single lick of those games. That and doing the show. Maybe watch some Commander games. But this game, I do too. I like that. I like what you said. Like the energy. The energy is like important. That is very important. And also, I need to like since he's going to play, I want to see how Connolly looks. Because he's been playing well. He's been ascending. He's playing well.
He has, but he's one of them people. He needs to work. Like he's one of those. He really needs to work with a vet or something. Because some of those pre-snaps it came from Connerly.
Yeah, I know.
And so that's the one thing. Like he's a young boy, so I get it. This is first season, but that was one of the issues. Is those pre-snap penalties? Yeah, it came from Connerly.
Oh, look at you in level. We love you, JoJo. I love it. I love it. But yeah, Connolly. I need to see work from Connolly. That's what I need to see. That's something I'm gonna be looking into. I mean, again, like you said, this is a theme of the show. I just want to see young dudes. I want to see all the young dudes do like what they can do out there. I want to see Jalen Lane out there playing receiver. I also want to. I don't want to. I don't want to see Terry out there. Like I don't.
Yeah, he needs to get better for next year because we paid him all that money and we saw less of him this season. I didn't like it. Mm-hmm. So he doesn't need to play. Do you think? And I think you might have mentioned this or alluded to this earlier. Yeah. So do you want to see Bill get more reps, or he's already proven himself for this season?
He's gonna get more. He should get more reps. We gotta see how many carries he can really take. I want to see if he's able to do like 25, 30 carries consistently. I want to see that because he's only doing 11. Like he does 11 or whatever. Paul has a question for you. He says, Joanne, is Bill the Commanders Rookie of the Year?
Definitely.
The Commanders Rookie of the Year? Yeah, he's the Commanders Rookie of the Year.
I would say, he's Commanders Rookie of the Year. I wouldn't say
he ain't having a better year than Fannin and all them, or the tight end for the tight end for the Colts. Yeah, the tight end for the Colts is like that. Fannin and all. Now there's a lot of good offensive rookies. Yeah, I would say this. He's the offensive rookie of the year now, but I mean the best rookie to me in this for Washington was he got hurt. He got hurt though. Trey Amos was the best rookie in Washington for me. Like Trey.
I forgot. I honestly forgot because Trey. Yeah, he was pretty good. But I probably still would have put Bill over Trey.
Okay, you would. Okay,
I would have still put Bill over Trey.
No, that's cool. That's fair. That's fair. I just thought that Trey was going to get some top end wide receivers and like really. He was doing some work. I was getting Trey.
He was doing good till he got hurt.
Yeah. But I like that. I mean, Bill's been I'm glad. Like he needed the last game. He really needed the last game because the game prior, because his last good game was the Chargers game prior to that game, to the Cowboys game.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, he needed that game in terms of like showing and getting that long run, kind of like solidified him as like a game breaker, right?
Yeah,
we were waiting for that type of run with him. We seen it in we talked about it preseason, talked about a little bit
early in the season.
Yeah. So now we saw that in the Giants, that big run against the Giants. Yeah, I totally agree. What did George say? George said Eagles think they can beat Washington with their backups, and they are probably right. Yeah, they probably could be. I mean, Joanne believes it too.
Yeah, it's the truth. Now, if it was like the case last year, if you remember last year when Jalen had got that concussion and they had backups in. Yeah. We beat them that year. But we had all of our people healthy. We had our people were healthy. So we had a chance. We beat them now. But so this, I keep saying tomorrow on Sunday. Yeah. I'm like, I'm not too hopeful. I'm not gonna lie to you about that one.
Yeah, man, they got Jordan Davis, man. I hope Jordan Davis is not playing. They're probably not playing. All those
they're probably not. And if they do, we'll probably see them for one snap.
Yeah, I agree.
Or a couple of snaps, and then that's it.
We got here. Cliff don't run the ball 20 to 25 times. Have Bill with Kyle Shanahan. I mean, yeah, he would be good with Kyle. We know that Kyle sometimes doesn't run the football too. You saw what he did in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
so, you can't always rely with Kyle. Kyle can go on his own thing. That's why Dan Quinn don't got a ring. It's because Kyle is playing with him. He's playing with his emotions. 28-3, man. Dan Quinn was playing. Kyle was playing with Dan Quinn's emotions. But yeah, that's what I want to see. I ain't gonna lie to you too, because I know Dan Quinn's been playing he's been very conservative calling defense because he hasn't been trying to give up the deep ball and all that type of stuff. I mean, this type of game, you might as well hang out, bro. Just go ahead.
Yeah, that's a good point. We have nothing else to lose.
Yeah, go ahead and do something.
Now this is where Cliff can get creative.
Yeah. Really, this is when you can kind of have fun, like real talk. This is like playground football. Yeah, ain't going nowhere. Just have fun. Will Trey Burks get more targets?
He was good. Now Burks.
Burks been good, man. Burks been good.
Burks has been good. Yeah, he thoroughly surprised me.
Burks been good, man. Burks been good. This is why this staff is funny. This is why I'm telling you the staff is funny. Noah Brown, when they made him captain, and Trey Burks after he made that one-handed touch, So when Noah came back, Burks his snaps went down, and I was like, for who? Why? For Noah Brown? We're not giving Trey Burks snaps because of Noah Brown. This is what we're doing now. This is what is and then Noah gets hurt again. And then now Trey's back.
Now yeah. So then it should have just been, especially since again they've all been injury prone. I guess I agree with your point. Like they should just left Noah Brown out.
Yeah, it's not, and he's not, and this is no knock on Noah Brown. It's not a knock on Noah Brown, and it is what it is. There's certain players that you just kind of be like, all right, yeah, you're coming back because after the dude, old boy made a special play. Old boy didn't showed you that he's starting to be a problem.
Yeah.
So Noah Brown ain't a person that's supposed to stop a dude from being a problem. Like he ain't that type of person. Like Terry McLaurin can stop you from being a problem because he's like your number one receiver. Debo Samuels is a problem. Like he can help hurt you from getting snaps. Noah Brown is your third, fourth wide receiver. He should not be.
I think because they holding on to that Hail Mary.
I know they need to let that go. I'm sorry. That's the
I think they're holding on to that Hail Mary from last season.
Like I know they are, and that needs to go. Like that is like the most.
That's what I think the problem.
I'm just like, yo, that's the most. I'm sorry. That's the most luckiest play ever. Like they need to let that thing go. Like
I think that's what they're holding on to.
I know. Believe me. I know it is. They need to let that go. Like it needs to. That should be done. Like, look, man, I biblical. I believe in God and everything. I'm just saying, like Noah. I know the name Noah, Hail Mary. It goes together. It's synonymous. It's religious. I get it. It's all together. But my God, your time has passed.
Yeah, I think that's the
time has passed. That's all I'm saying.
There were days like, oh man, he did a miracle for us last year. Let him do it again.
Yeah, no, it's over.
And
it's
then
okay.
He got hurt.
It was good, man. It was nice. It was a nice time. All was happy. The world was great. Everybody he can have not a statue. He can have a painting. He can have a painting that's in Northwest Stadium, and it's cool. Noah forever, but all that other stuff.
I mean, I think they're already enshrined with that in Ken.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's good. Yeah. Why you gotta worry about
so that's why I'm like, they're already
good. You don't gotta worry about no. He good. Be gone. Be gone. Paul says, Joanne, are we watching Quan's last game? Quan Martin. He's had a rough year.
Yeah, he has had a rough time.
Is Quan free agent?
I don't remember. I can't remember.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, no, I think with Quan, we might. I think because again, it's who are we taking into 2026? Like you've had your chance. You had your chance to prove yourself, and you didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't remember if
next year will be his last year in this deal.
Okay.
He'll be a free agent in 2027. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it might be. It might be.
Yeah. Quan may be done. Or not. Yeah, not Quan. Yeah, he may be done. Quan may play. He could be still on the team. I don't think he's gonna be cut. I don't think Quan's getting cut because Dan Quinn said he likes Quan a lot. Dan Quinn said this. He said he still believes in Quan a lot. He just had to bench him because he's in his own head. I don't think he may be now. Is Quan a starter next year? I don't think so. I don't think so. But it's Quan. I don't think Quan is I don't think Quan is gone. He's still this is me. If you're still on your rookie deal, and he's still on his rookie deal, I believe. There's no reason to cut Quan Martin. There's no need because he's a rookie deal. It's not hurting you.
Yeah.
It's cheap. Quan, I'm just looking at the contract now. He's getting next year. It's his last year. He's getting he only has a 2.5. He had a $2.5 million signing bonus. He's barely getting paid. His contract next year ain't that much.
Yeah.
He's getting 4 years for he's going to get 4 years for $7.63 million on his rookie deal. Nah, he good. He can stay.
Yeah, they probably gonna let him ride that contract out, and then that's it.
Yeah, it's cheap. There's no need to cut him.
Why would you cut a
contract? And you can get and say he does have a good year. Then if he does play and he has a good year, then like you're getting a lot out of that cheap deal. I'm with it. Yeah, Quan will be all right. He'll be here. Quan will be here. Don't worry about it, Paul.
Now will he get more reps?
I don't see. Look, I mean, there's two. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who he's going. I don't know. I don't know his role. Yeah, backup. You can be a backup. Quan can definitely be a backup. Like he can play. Truth be told, he could be in a rotation. He just won't be a starter.
Yeah,
he can be. I wouldn't be surprised he'd get like the Reeves role, like where. But I think I like the way Reeves has been playing too. But I like Revo, but that's just me. All right, man. Well, hey, Joanne, give me a prediction. What do you think the score is going to be in this like meaningless game?
Let me think. With the backups, I say 30-10.
Dang, you think they gonna belt the ass? They gonna do us that like that?
I think it's like 30-10.
30-10.
Because look at who we have. I'm not trying to be funny. We have an 18-year vet starting as our quarterback.
Damn, that's tough.
And I know we're not playing starters, or they might play a few snaps.
Damn, they beat us that. Like I don't know with their backup quarterback. Damn, I won't be lying.
He's not bad.
What's his name? Tanner. What's his name?
Yeah.
Tenor or Tenor. It's something. Tenor or Tenor.
Because when he played, when did they just have him in? And I was like, dang, he's not that bad.
No, he had a good preseason. I've seen him in preseason. I haven't seen him in regular season. I've seen him in preseason. I mean, you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. And this is Eagle fans, y'all can call this shade or whatever. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Throwing the football, there's probably a lot of people who throw the ball better than Jalen Hurts. So who knows? He probably is better. He probably will dice this up.
Oh, yeah, you about to start arguing with that one. You about to start an argument with that one.
Let me not lie to you guys. Like throwing the football, yeah. I mean, tush push dude, like that. Like he's that 1 yard. He's solid, man. He's solid for that 1 yard on the tush push, man. Killer. But I mean, that throwing. I'm just telling y'all, man. Throwing that football. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Tanner maybe. He may throw the ball better than Jalen. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. May throw the ball better. Just saying. So
then what's your prediction?
Oh, we definitely losing. I mean,
oh my God.
And everybody know, hey, I want to lose though. I want a draft pick bad. I want a good draft pick. And I hate this. I hate that people try to like crucify me for wanting to lose and wanting a good draft pick. They're like, I was like bench all your starters and bench your starters so we can get a good draft pick. And at the end of the day, I feel like it's even worse. I'm like, you know what? I even stopped saying that because you know what? I was like, it don't matter. Your starters are doing it for me. I don't even care. Your starters are doing it for me. I'm getting my pick regardless. Somebody was like, see what happened? Guys got to start. See, guys ain't worried about the draft. They're not worried about draft picks. It's like, I was like, you know what? And in the day, they're doing me a favor because they're still putting out a bad product. So those starters who care about winning games, you're still losing. Thank you kindly. That's what I'm like. Thank you kindly.
I'm telling you, yeah. Told you, see, Josh, we have an 18-year veteran that's starting for us in our last game. No knock to him. No knock to him. But I don't see it. We're not winning. I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh, yeah. You said Joanne Eagles hitting the speed limit. I hope so. Joanne's with you. She's like, they're going to hit the speed limit.
I'm telling you, I think it's going to be like 30-10. I'll be surprised if we do something.
They get 30 on us with their backups, man. Dan Quinn got to reassess his life. I ain't going to lie to you. You got to reassess his life. If they do 30, like I'm sorry. With your backups, you really can't say nothing. 30. I don't want to hear no more cliches from Dan. If they do belt the ass on Washington 30 with the backups, I'm be like, dude, I don't want to hear no cliches, dog. I don't want to hear you saying like the fight. I don't hear nothing. The fight is the fight. I don't hear none of that crap. I don't want to hear about this person the captain in the off season. We made these 3 people the captains in the off season. I don't want to hear nothing of that crap. I don't want to hear nothing. I just want you to focus focus on getting this right. Oh yeah. Oh, Paul agrees with you. So Tanner is good.
Told you. I'm telling you.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Tanner could be great as good as he wants. Dan better not be giving no 30 to the backups.
Look at our games. When we get to the red zone, we have to settle for for 3 points. Like we can't do nothing in the red zone.
You know what? You just reminded me. Appreciate you. I'm looking forward to seeing my guy Jake Moody kick a field goal because I'm a Michigan fan. Go Jake Moody. I'm rooting for the kicker.
Yeah, because remember we had to get rid of
Gay.
I forgot it. Yeah, we had to get rid of Gay because I'm like, So we just this rate will probably be 10.
Yeah, she right. It says example of fight is the Browns beating the Steelers. Yeah, the Browns did fight. They did fight, man. Washington,
Baltimore fans,
we fight.
You're welcome. Baltimore fans, you're welcome.
Yes, they are very happy. They're very happy. They're very happy with Cleveland fans. They were all doing. They all doing the Shador.
Yeah,
thing
all
too.
doing the Shador.
Yeah, they're all doing the Shador. They crazy. That's Cliff. That's Cliff Pass happy red zone. Yeah, we know. He likes to throw the ball. No excuses to give up a 30 burger to back. I'm serious. There's no excuse, man.
It's been a lot of surprises this season. So
yeah, we'll see. Yeah, a lot of surprises. But you know what? It is what it is. But hey, this has been dope. It's always cool having Joanne on. But Joanne, how can folks catch you on social media? Catch your content period, which website, and also, whatever, all the platforms you're on. How can folks catch you?
So you can catch me on si.com/Joanne Coley. Then on Twitter, if you can't watch, if you don't want to watch the game but want to read about it, I'll be providing the live updates on my Twitter at Jody My Joe, so you can follow me there, or on my IG _Jody Joe.
This is dope, man. Joanne, great work as always. We're gonna have you on next year. We're gonna have you on during the season. I'm gonna have you on during the. Actually, I do stuff during the season, so
I do stuff off season too. So
I'll have you on. Yeah, so I will have you on. I'll have you on during the off season.
So let's see what we can do heading into the off season. What the Commanders are gonna do. I have hope. I have hope. Not tomorrow, not Sunday, but I have hope.
Oh, you're talking about it in general. Yeah. I got
general, I have hope for us. Not on Sunday, but I have hope for us.
Let me see the draft first. Then I'll know if I have hope. I gotta get the draft out of my system first. I gotta see. Yeah, I don't know anymore. I had a lot of hope. Look, Joanne. I had this going to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna lie to you. I did. I had this. I had a lot of hope. I had a lot of hope, man. Look, I mean, this is what I said. I'm gonna lie to you.
You had a lot of hope.
All right. I didn't have a straight Super Bowl, but I said this is what I said. I put a disclaimer. I said that if our defense looks half decent, it ain't even have to be just half decent. We going to the Super Bowl. That's what I said. And then I got messed up when I watched that Giants game, the first game of the season. That's like, our defense is gonna be like that. I said, we're going to the Super Bowl. I was going wild. I was going to the Super Bowl quick after the Giants game. And ever since that game, I've learned my lesson. Because I didn't see the Packers game and put me in real life. Because I was like, damn, the Packers are. Then I was like, all right, and then I was like, then I looked at then we played we lost. We played the Packers, then we played somebody else that was tough. It was the Raiders. No, we played the Raiders. The Raiders.
Was it Raiders?
The Raiders. Yeah, it was easy. It was easy work. I was like, Raiders suck though. But I was like, all right, we can put we did the business. And then after that, though, after the Raiders game, because Jaden got hurt the Packers game.
After the Raiders game, Packers, the other Raiders. And then wasn't it Chargers?
Falcons.
Or Falcons.
When the Falcons hit us, that's when I was like, we suck. That's when I knew we suck. That's when I knew our defense really sucked. It was that Falcons game. I was like, yeah, we suck. Because Michael Penix was having a bad year before he played us. And then all of a sudden he like Michael Vick. And I was like, yeah, we suck. Like we really suck. So so for me, I'm like, yeah, they got to prove it to me now. They got to give me I need the first 2 games of the season for real. But I'll feel good. I feel good. The draft goes the way I want it to go. If it goes the way I want it to go, then I'm gonna feel good going into training, going to the to workouts or whatever.
I mean, we'll see.
Oh, here we go. TN E's 427 said, you think Adam Peters will be cheap in the free agency again? Yes.
No,
he likes being cheap. So. It's too cheap. I don't
think so. Because we got like 60 million.
Joanne, we had a lot of money last year. He didn't try to pay.
Listen, but he may have learned the error of his ways this season and realized, okay, cheap isn't the way to go.
You know what? Some people are just all right. I'm gonna lie to you. Some people are just cheap. Nigerians are cheap people. They like bargains. Nigerians like bargains. Adam Peters may have a little Nigerian in him. I don't know. Maybe.
Again, maybe the error of his ways this season and be like, cheap isn't the way to go. We got to spend some money.
Old boy is like, I'm just being real. Old boy be cheap, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Like he like the bargain dudes. Like Trey, even Treylon Burks is like a bargain. It's working though. Treylon was a good one.
He worked, yeah.
Yeah, it's like he like bargains. You know what I mean? If he goes cheap, we 6-10, 20. Oh, you mean 6-11, right? Because you're gonna add the extra one. We 6-11. 6-11, 2026. I know you
cheap. I don't think he's gonna go cheap 20.
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I real talk, he shouldn't. He should learn his lesson. He should be trying to get like real players. And stop trying to get everybody from San Francisco. Like, get somebody for real. Get some.
Oh yeah, he always does try to get like have a tie. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Reggie says you're the GOAT.
I mean, I try to be. I
love it.
I try to be.
I love it. But yeah, we'll see. I'm like, I just need him. I do need him to pay for. I need him to pay to get some real plays, but I don't need that San Fran thing because I know he's gonna try to get Ayuk. I know it. Like I know Ayuk is about to. I have a good feeling that Ayuk will be a Washington commander.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's coming off a knee injury. Like I have a pretty good idea. Like
we love injury. We love.
I mean, he love his Niners, man. He love his Niners.
He do.
He love his Niners, man.
Debo worked out for us.
Oh, I love Debo. I love Debo. Debo came back. Like Debo came back. He came there healthy. Like Debo is a healthy player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
and,
Debo,
and I hope, and he shut up all the haters talking about he too fat, too slow.
Debo was great, man.
He not going deep, but
yeah, he was good for me, man. I like Debo.
Yeah, he proved y'all wrong.
I'm at a point where I want to keep Debo. Like I want to.
Yeah, I hope he stays. Yeah, I really want to keep Debo too.
Yes, Niners and USC players. Yeah, he does. Good God, you ain't lying. This man just won't. This man just, I don't know, man. He does too much. Like all the Niners players, and a lot of them ain't good. Like Kinlaw, no knock on Kinlaw, man. He's local, but I say he's not good. Kinlaw played well this year. He played good. He played good this year, but that contract, he gave him the bag. Like that contract was too much for Kinlaw. Like nobody was trying to sign Kinlaw for that amount of money. Nobody, because Kinlaw wasn't deemed as a bust beforehand, and don't get me wrong. He's rechanging his image, which is a good thing. I'm happy for him, but nobody was checking for Kinlaw in free agency. So for him to get that money, it's like and that's the play he actually paid. He actually paid Kinlaw, which is wild. He paid Kinlaw, and the whole time he was like dragging with Terry. That's a whole different discussion. I'm not getting into that. All right, so if he keeps this up, he can go back to the Niners. Hey man, he gonna probably win. He would win with the Niners. All right, man. We about to close the show out. Hey, Joanne, I appreciate you as always. We're gonna do it like
pleasure.
We're gonna do some off-season stuff, draft stuff. I'm gonna have you back on. We're gonna shoot the breeze. All right, folks, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Anyway, you've been listening to the Urban Sports Scene for ages. You dig deuces. We are out. Peace.
Swag.